Here's a hard truth. I think a lot of people are going to take away the wrong lesson from what just happened in Iowa. Zach Lane this week beat Randy Feenstra in the Republican primary for governor. Congressman Feenstra had the Trump endorsement, he had name ID, he had institutional support, the traditional advantages in a statewide campaign, and he still lost. Now, was social media the only reason? Of course not. But in a race that tight, that only came down to around 1,600 votes, it's hard to look at the difference with how these campaigns showed up online and pretend it didn't matter. Look at Lane's content. It felt more native, more engaging, more connected to what primary voters were already talking about. Feenstra's content, from what I saw, felt way more traditional. And that's my point. Most campaigns treat social media like it's a communications bulletin board. Post the endorsement, post the local news clip, post the graphic. What they forget is that social media is supposed to be social. This is where voters decide whether or not you're worth paying attention to. And that matters even more now because Zach Lane is headed into the general election against Rob Sand. And he's had one of the strongest social media games, not just in Iowa politics, but in the country for years. I wrote a blog post about this in 2020 when Rob first started being state auditor here in the state of Iowa. I'll put a link in the caption where you can check it out. Agree with Rob or not, one thing that he's understood is that investing in social media early, creating content of value that people actually want to engage with, is a great way not only to get your name out there, but to get folks to want to follow your story. And I think the lesson here is that campaigns can't treat social media anymore like it's something that's nice to have. It's needed.